It's not even done, and this might be my favorite I-DLE music video ever. Everything you could want from an I-DLE album is here. Hello Claire Bears, it's Elsie. Welcome to my channel. If you are new and if you're returning, welcome back. We are back for our third I-DLE comeback in less than a year, which is absolutely wild, and their second full album, which is 2. And I'm excited to be checking out what is, for me, the first full-length album from I-DLE. I still have I Love and I Never Die to listen to, but I will get there. We've got some music videos to watch, some lyric videos to watch, so let's get to the video. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. For today's beverage of the day, I have a diet lemonade. I love a good lemonade, but I feel like so many that are from the store are just so sugary, hence the diet. So we're gonna start here with our pre-release track, which was Wife. I do not want another repeat of the allergy and queen card incident of 2023, so I'm not taking any chances this time. Now for Wife, first of all, I feel like with I-DLE, if we have a song called Wife, it's going to be about being a non-traditional wife. It's hard to me to imagine I-DLE fitting into any kind of traditional role. And then also when I saw the thumbnail and all the blue hair, it made me think of this Lady Gaga look from maybe like 10-15 years ago, which made me wonder if this is like an homage to that. I feel like a lot of their style is Lady Gaga-esque. And I noticed that there's no captions for this, so we're gonna have to take a look at the lyrics elsewhere. But I'm really excited to see what we have in store here for Wife, so let's watch the video. Oh, I just noticed it's 2 minutes and 16 seconds long. Wow, that's short.
Hello. I cook cream soup. Taste is coco-loco. Want me your white?
Ooh,
she is.
that beat.
I clean your room. It's so twinkle twinkle. Want me your white? She is.
It's interesting they're not lip syncing. Oh, yeah, no one's lip syncing. Ooh, I like the white wigs. Coco Loco. You can always rely on I-DLE for the camp. I can't believe we're already halfway through, but I'm dying to know what they're saying other than the snippets of English lyrics that we got here. So I cook cream soup, taste is Coco Loco, want me as your wife, but she is I clean your room, it's so twinkle twinkle. Baby, take a big bite, even if you're full, spitting it out is bad. I'll give you some more, so stop and wipe your spit, you're all grown up now. Oh, I see where we're going here. It's, you know, you're looking for somebody who's going to be your mother, not your wife. And they are having none of that. Yes, I knew that, so I baked some cake. Kiss me carefully and eat me boldly. Oh, show me. You've got to give it to I-DLE. They are never afraid to go bold. And this is really just my interpretation, so I don't really know if this is what they were going for, but in a way it feels like with them all wearing the same hair, the same outfit, everything like that, it's almost like it doesn't matter to you who I am. I could be anybody. You just want this figure to, you know, be a wife, so I could look like anything at all. And, you know, pardon my French, but also just based on the kind of sexual innuendo, as if they're just kind of like orifices. I don't know how else to put that, but you know what I mean though? That's how it kind of comes off. So let's keep watching. And they're just playing into that. And I wonder if that's why they're not lip syncing either. Oh, now she is.
Feel like lie, but I don't wanna. Wife, I make you feel so high. I make you feel like lie, but I don't wanna.
This choreo, though, I love it. It's so sassy. And also, you know, they're wearing big, loose, baggy clothing. Yeah, this is such an interesting direction for them to go in. And again, it always just feels so bold, and they're never afraid to make a statement. Like, my tongue lightly touches you from head to toe, just chop, chop, chop. I'll dance pretty like a mermaid in the water. If I do well, I'll also be full. Because it feels good, I'm going to... Okay. But yeah, we can always rely on I-DLE to thumb their nose at any kind of expectations on them, or, you know, women more broadly. So they're going to wear fun colored wigs. They're going to wear big baggy clothes that don't give any sense of their shape. And it kind of seems like anytime I-DLE get any criticism for any of their concepts, they just lean in even further. They stick to their guns. That stick-to-itiveness is admirable. And I feel like I was so focused on the lyrics and the meaning of the song and what I was watching that I wasn't listening to this song that closely, but it was definitely really fun to hear some of the other members rapping and not just Soyeon, especially Shuhwa. I feel like her part was my favorite, this part. So good. But then like Mia and Slade, I mean, realistically they all did, but I feel like I just know this probably caused a stir with K netizens, but like this is 2024, and what a way to begin it with Wife. And I just know this is gonna continue with our title track here, which is Super Lady, which was written and composed by the lovely Soyeon. And according to Cube, it delivers a message about beauty and strength of each person. No matter what hardships that they're facing, it delivers a message, let's work it out together. So, you know, with Wife, it was really about making satire out of the men who are looking for that traditional female figure in their life. And then here for Super Lady, it's about taking back that power and owning it, which I-DLE always seem like they are excellent at doing. So let's watch the music video for Super Lady. Oh my goodness. That note though, from the get-go. Holy cow. Ooh. Medusa. And Cruella, like all of these amazing female villains. Such like opulence. Oh my goodness, they know what they're doing with these kinds of shots. And these heels, like, I'm obsessed with everything going on visually with this video. And oh my gosh, this catsuit. First of all, I want this catsuit desperately. Not that I would ever have the balls to wear it, but I still want it. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice all of these dancers. I was too focused on Soyeon, who's a god and Super Lady indeed. And I Never Die, did you all see? I feel like all of these are references of some kind to some kind of like female powerful character / person in history or mythology. So is there some kind of scorpion queen? And again, I'm guessing that Minnie is Medusa, who's too busy to do stuff like love. Very different to our lady from Wife, because they're at war. There's no such thing as mercy. And you know, I don't want to misgender the models that we have here, but male presenting individuals dressed with corsetry and these feminine looks. And as much as we're touting super ladies, we're also just challenging gender in general, which, like, you're right, Shuhua, slay it. And without a single hesitation, a hero is ready to shoot, which she does. Even if my lips are smudged, tougher than any other men, tougher than anyone else, and then just like them caressing each other. This is too much. I'm obsessed, but we're gonna try to forge ahead if we can. They call me savage. Ooh. The budget for this must have been insane. Oh. Even those frightened eyes are naughty. Oh. I'm actually, like, I'm obsessed with this. Ooh. It's not even done, and this might be my favorite I-DLE music video ever. Yo, where's Miyeon been? Oh. Oh, this feels so Britney. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Stronger than Superman. Stop. No, this can't be over. Oh my gosh, I want like 20 more minutes of that. I'll just have to play it on repeat for 10 more times. But that was just absolutely incredible and such a freaking diva moment. It feels like a song where any woman who just needs that extra boost, that this is the perfect song to just be like, you know what, I'm a super lady and I don't have to be Medusa or Britney Spears or Soyeon to feel that way. And this just like follow ladies, onward ladies, super ladies, it feels like a rallying cry for women across the world. And, you know, I could be wrong, but this looks like none of these women are computer generated or anything. They are all there. So I can't even imagine what the budget was for this. And every single look from this video, I want to steal. And see, like, this makeup is so interesting. It's so Western inspired, I feel like, which you rarely see on an idol. And this was so great that I already forgot about the fact that this started with Soyeon's like incredible high note. Like, Soyeon, this somehow just felt so throwback yet modern at the same time, which is kind of like Queen Card in a way. And what I love about them so much is when they get any kind of criticism about potentially, you know, controversial topics in their music, they just double down. They say, we're gonna make an even bolder statement. We're gonna have multiple overtly queer moments. They're gonna say, I am stronger than Superman. I have superpowers because I am a woman. So, like, fuck you very much to all the haters. Oh, so amazing. Oh, I'm so excited now for the rest of this album. So we're gonna get to our first B-side here, which is Revenge. Yeah, noticing lots of really short songs because our longest song on this list is 3 minutes and 18 seconds. By the way, I saw a very interesting video from Lena Sunflower about songs in K-pop getting shorter. I love her channel. You should go check it out if you haven't. But it is interesting to me that songs are trending shorter. And to me, a song length doesn't really matter as long as it feels like a complete song. And with Super Lady, it felt complete. I was just selfish. I just wanted more of that. So now after a powerhouse of a song like Super Lady, do we keep up the momentum with Revenge, or do we maybe slow it down a bit? Take the energy down a notch. Let's find out. We're gonna have kind of a jazzy hip hop song, maybe. Feels kind of like 007-y. Ooh. Until that smile is painfully cry. Easter night. Ooh, I like that rockier element. But doesn't it feel kind of like spy movie-ish? Yeah, Revenge is right. They are not pulling any punches. I want to know what happened on this Easter night. It must have been significant. All I know is I just don't want to get on their bad side. Ever. It's kind of an interesting follow-up to Super Lady because in a way this feels like putting action to their words of, you know, I'm a super lady, so if you cross me, I'm gonna do something about it. And almost, you know, villain origin story in a way, painfully crushing that smile and wishing for your downfall. Like, I really want to know what happened. I'm too nosy for my own good. And try to run even to hell, I'll find you again like a magnet. And for So-yeon, her reason to live and breathe is that your pain is the only remedy for her pain, which is wild. Even if I fall apart, if you fall apart too, that's also inevitable. So if I'm going down, you're going down with me. It just feels like that badassery to the next level. And I already thought that their badassery could not be exceeded, and they've exceeded it. But let's listen next to I-DLE. So again, with I-DLE, I'm not expecting this to be about how they are the perfect doll. If anything, it's about how they're not a doll, as we learned in Tomboy. I feel like I have to say it like, I'm not a doll. So I'm curious if this is going to be kind of further commentary on that, or if we're gonna get something different. So let's listen to I-DLE together.
I'm not your door. No need to talk.
Literally starting with that line.
You never know what you have done before. I want you for. I hope you crawl.
So more revenge. Oh. I don't give a shot. Or did she say actual shit? I'm gonna go back. Yeah. It didn't quite sound like full shit. This feels very early 2000s. But it still has that playful element to it, which makes sense with a song called I-DLE.
Love can be tough, love can be rough. All of the time with you I want changing more. I'm not your toy.
I just realized now that this is all that this is all in English. Or, you know, most of it was in English. There's the odd line in Korean. But yeah, just picked up on that. I just arrived apparently.
Want you to know I'm not your doll. Don't cry.
I think I went back a little bit too far, but that's okay.
Don't cry. Love can be tough. Love can be rough. All of the time with you, I wanna change you more.
This is a very breakup album, isn't it?
Even alone, but you will never ever.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite so far. Okay, so I don't give a shot. That's what it sounds like.
Blah blah, make 'em pop pop. This a lie lie, not your prime time.
Those guitars.
No surprise. I said bye bye to your papa. Never try I told him no ties. I want you to know I'm not your doll.
This has some Dreamcatcher-y vibes to it, which obviously makes me love it because I love Dreamcatcher. Kind of reminds me of Because by Dreamcatcher, which is just like yeah, it's so interesting that a song that clearly has this like a vitriol behind it still has this little playful element to it, which is such an I-DLE thing to do, of, you know, this like slight horror undertone to it, but still kind of fun and playful, which is like a strange dichotomy that makes it a really interesting song to me. Oh, sorry, I just realized I have not been checking the songwriters here, aside from Super Lady. Oh, composed by Yuki. My Hangul isn't the best, but I think that's Yuki, right? And then Revenge was Soyeon. And then next, Vision and 7 Days is Minnie. But I just love that 4 out of 4 songs so far have brought the sass. But sass in different ways. Wife was satirical sass. Super Lady was boss bitch sass. Revenge was boss bitch, but like in a stabby way sass. And then Doll was kind of like a haunt you in your nightmares kind of sass. I'm here for all of these brands of sass. And Doll very much feels like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And they will not let you get to fool me twice. They will end your life before fool me twice happens. All the words you spat to me, that hasn't changed, no surprise. I say bye-bye to your blah blah, never try to hypnotize. Like, I'm not gonna fall under your spell anymore for you to just manipulate, like you would manipulate a doll as your plaything. And you will never find idol and plaything in the same sentence. So yeah, I'm having fun. I'm living vicariously through these ladies. I-DLE, they say everything with their chest, which again, I appreciate greatly. But let's get to Vision here. I'm excited because I love a good mini song. I feel like mini B-sides are always my favorite on the album. And with a song called Vision, is this maybe gonna be like a bit more of a dreamier vibe and a kind of a pivot from this like stabby energy that they're giving? I feel like maybe, probably, but who knows with I-DLE. You never know what to expect. So let's listen to a Vision. And plus it's a mini song, so it's hard to imagine that this won't be really dreamy and beautiful. So let's listen.
원하면 다 바꿔 또렷해지는 내 brain 모든 게 새로워 보여 망설일 시간은 없어 이곳엔 없는 게 없어 눈 감을수록 선명해져가 끌리는 대로 따라가봐 꿈결 같은
I like this very like chill beat.
사라질 테니까 다 망쳐도 괜찮아 이제 now and never 일렁이는 내 heart
Really continuing with the early 2000s vibes. It reminds me of almost like a Craig David song or something. No, you're broken. Ooh. This is such a different vibe from before. Yeah, this is so different. The growing impulse. Follow your desire. I was like, oh, she's gonna disappear as soon as she says disappear, isn't she? But it's kind of an enigmatic song in a way because parts of it just feel so visceral, like the growing impulse, don't be scared, don't stop even if you lose everything. And then, you know, not even 15 seconds later, the moment I believe, the vision becomes blurry, and just like that, I disappear. And follow where you're led, don't stop at this dreamy moment. It's okay to ruin everything because it'll disappear either now or never. So it gives you that feeling of just like a fleeting moment of if you don't take advantage of this opportunity, it could just disappear before your eyes. And then it does. And the dreaminess of this just felt like textbook Minnie. But like in a way as well, it somewhat feels like a warning too. I don't know. It's such a fascinating song in that way. It's hard to pin down like exactly what they were going for because there's so many different messages being thrown at you. And I'm very much loving this early 2000s vibe to the different songs in this album. It's very nostalgic. But let's now listen to our second mini song here, which is 7 Days, which is funny because I was just talking about Craig David and I think he had a song called 7 Days, maybe? Monday, took it for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday, chill on Sunday. That was the original 7 by Jungkook. And this is our 3 minute and 17 second long song. So I'm wondering if this song is maybe a bit slower, which is why it has a bit of a longer runtime compared to the rest of the songs. So let's listen. Oh my gosh, this is so mini. Sounds like an Avril Lavigne song. It reminds me of Paradise. Oh, another English song. Yeah, we've taken such a turn from the first half of the album. Wow, your voice is so beautiful. Ooh, drum bass. love this. I just want to like float away listening to this. It's nice to hear that after that first half of the album and all that revenge, this feeling is back. It just feels like such a comfort song, you know? This is so lovely. Yeah, I was like, there's no way this is over yet, right? Ooh. Yeah, this is a much more wholesome version than Jungkook's version of 7 Days. This was so lovely. Ugh. It felt like a hug. And that's what I love about Minnie's songwriting, where, you know, Soyeon is like all those like intense emojis, and then Minnie is just all the like ha emojis. And to any of the haters who were annoyed by the English in Queen Card, like, here you go. Impeccable English, okay? Clearly they can do it if they wanted to do it. I'm never letting that go. I'm sorry. And I think this is my favorite lyrics in the whole song of all the walls were crumbling down, didn't want no one around till you caught me out of the blue. Now it feels like deja vu of you can come back from the most like vengeful attitude and saying, you know, I don't have time for love, like they were talking about in Super Lady. But then they're saying lovely things like this. Like, we all have hope. Yeah, I think this has taken over as my favorite B-side so far, which is probably a shock to no one that a mini B-side would be my favorite, as much as I enjoyed the stabby vibes. Because that's the thing, is I'm really enjoying this album so far. Like, all of these songs are so great. But we are back to a Soyeon song now with Fate. So I don't know where we go from here now. Are we gonna get another love song here? Has the vibe fully U-turned? Or are we gonna go slightly back towards that stabby region? Let's find out, shall we? The bread in my mouth. Oh, I was just gonna say, this is like coffee shop vibes, kinda. And then talked about the iced Americano. This almost feels like soundtracky. Or my eyes turn red. Oh no. I feel like you're sorry. I feel like you're gonna cry. I just like choked on my own saliva there. Ooh. But yeah, this very much feels like it would be like the theme song of a show or something. Of like a more quirky K-drama. I just hate thinking. Same, honestly. And you know what? This almost has vibes of like a 17 song. This is some fun. This is like not what I was expecting at all. Even though they're talking about feeling like they're gonna cry. I enjoyed that. I feel like that would be fun to see performed with a band, like to see them perform it live. But it very much does feel like the premise for a like cute K-drama of, you know, I have an ice Americano, I'm like rushing to the subway, and then I saw him on a normal day. And then all these just feelings start rushing in of feeling sick, and this just feeling of overwhelm takes over. And this just made me really want to see like an I-DLE and 17 collab. And I'm really still surprised that that was like a Soyeon song because it had such a like bright, upbeat vibe. I would love to see that featured on like a soundtrack of like a fun, quirky kind of like comedy K-drama, like a comedy romance, if that makes sense. I would watch that. Especially if I-DLE were the stars. But okay, we're getting off subject, so let's get to our final song here, which is a Yuki song called Rollie. So is this like Rollie like a Rolex? Is it going to be about opulence? Since it's a Yuki song, that wouldn't surprise me. I'm always here for the I-DLE opulence, so let's listen to Rollie. This makes me think of like a Brockhampton song. Like there's so many fluffs floating around. Never did I think I would see a song with twerking and talking about your mom in the same sentence, but I love it. Another English song here. Again, just taking me way too long to realize. Very sensual.
I always end up issues, but I don't give a I make the money when my body, baby, don't tell me. I don't check cheers, you see my Rollie. Red 5 diamonds, we keep shining bright. Sit up and you watch my freaking crew. They ain't give a second chance, it's true.
Do you know what I just realized? And something that I didn't notice until now, because I feel like I-DLE does not use this, but they, from what I've heard and understand, don't use that much auto-tune in their music. And I feel like there's been such an over-reliance on auto-tune in K-pop. So like it was almost when they used it and that, you know, that flourish, it sounded jarring for a second because it's like, oh, right, like I-DLE doesn't use this in their music. And so it really like stood out and kind of like hit me for a moment and was like, oh, like that auto-tune. So yeah, I haven't been a huge fan of that upward trend in autotune in K-pop. And so, you know, it sounds cool in this context because obviously it's like a flex song. So, you know, it makes sense. But yeah, I just feel like I really appreciate that about I-DLE, is that they don't just like abuse abuse autotune.
Mommy said I need to check the bank and twerking out. Rollie in my bed, honey.
I apologize, I feel like I'm shaking the desk.
Wanna freaking love with you. I just wanna love with you. Rollie in my bag, honey.
Rollie in my bag. They are talking about a Rolex, right? But I feel like that's such an that's such an extra big flex, because it's like, I don't wear it on my wrist. I put it in my bag. Like, it is hiding. I don't need to wear it. I just can own it, and I don't need to like show it off. Oh, I love this schwa part. Y'all, this was such a freaking fun album. Like, this had everything you could want from an I-DLE album, I feel like. From that entire range of sass to some sweet, fun songs, and then this like flex song. And of course, Wife was the one that would close out the album, but this is the last one we've listened to today. So yeah, I just feel like everything you could want from an I-DLE album is here. And again, to all the haters out there who think I-DLE can't speak English, I feel like this album has really proven to people that clearly they can if they want to, but they just don't. Or at least they didn't with Queen Card, which clearly I haven't let this go yet. And I wonder if that was something that they had in mind when writing this, is having some English songs with not only 7 Days having impeccable English, but also this song being full of slang. So it's, you know, obvious that they can do it if they want to. So yeah, take that. Ta-ta, haters. I'm taking this way too seriously. But I would love to hear from all of you if you had a favorite on here. I have to say, Super Lady was iconic. I think in terms of the entire package, Super Lady was it for me. But I did also really love 7 Days. And I liked Doll. I think that was maybe like 1, 2, 3. It was Super Lady, 7 Days, Doll. At least for me. But I would love to hear from all of you if you had a particular favorite on here, or if you love them all, because let's be real, I really enjoyed all of these songs, and it's just like, which one did I love even more? Curious to hear all your thoughts about this album down in the comments. So friends, thank you so much for joining me. I have been absolutely loving my I-DLE journey. I've been having so much fun, again, to the point where I'm afraid to be finished. I only have 2 more albums left to cover, so part of me wants to take my time, but do not worry, I will definitely have my I Never Die and I Love reactions coming soon, but I want to savor them. It's kind of like when you read a really good book in a series, you might be dying to read the next book, but it's almost like if you can stretch it out, you can extend your enjoyment and discovery of this amazing thing. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So my I Never Die reaction will be coming next in my I-DLE discography journey. So keep an eye out for that reaction. But in the meantime, hope you're doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.